Palantir employees are suddenly raising ethical concerns about their employer. The catch? The company's been doing controversial government surveillance work since its founding 2 decades ago. So why are workers only noticing now? Palantir Technologies has built its business on data analytics for military, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies. The company's work has always been public knowledge. Yet recently, some employees have started voicing discomfort about the nature of their work. The online tech community has noticed, and they're not sympathetic. The general consensus among tech professionals is clear: skepticism. Many view these late-breaking concerns as conveniently timed or willfully ignorant. The sentiment boils down to this: where were these ethical questions during the interview process? Palantir does have internal structures that ostensibly address these issues. The company maintains a Privacy and Civil Liberties team. On paper, this suggests organizational awareness of ethical concerns. But here's where it gets interesting. The tech community largely views these initiatives as performative rather than substantive. The comparison people make is telling. It's like a weapons manufacturer having a peace studies department. The structure exists, but does it change the fundamental nature of the business? The contradiction feels absurd to outside observers. Think about what that actually means for employees who are now expressing concern. They joined a company whose entire value proposition was building surveillance and intelligence tools. The business model was never hidden. The government contracts were never secret. So the community response has been blunt. This isn't a sudden revelation. This is willful blindness catching up with reality. The pattern here matters beyond Palantir. It raises questions about how tech workers evaluate the ethics of their employers, and whether internal ethics teams at companies with controversial missions serve any purpose beyond public relations. The broader tech community seems to have reached a verdict on this particular case. If you're joining a company explicitly built to enable government surveillance, expressing shock about government surveillance later doesn't generate much sympathy. So we're back to the original question. Palantir workers are noticing the skulls on their caps, but those skulls were always there, printed in the job description. Do you think internal ethics teams at companies like Palantir serve any real purpose, or are they purely performative?